What if I told you that a woman could be silently giving away her deepest feelings about you without ever saying a word? You've probably missed these signs before, but not today. By the end of this video, you'll become an expert at decoding her subtle, yet powerful signals of attraction. So stick around because sign number 10, it's the one most men overlook and it could change everything. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. Let's start with a question. Have you ever caught a woman's eyes lingering on you just a little too long? Well, that's our first sign, one extended eye contact. When a woman is physically attracted to you, her eyes will give her away. Extended eye contact isn't just polite, it's a gateway into her attraction. If you catch her locking eyes with you across the room and she doesn't look away immediately, she's signaling interest. Even better if she holds your gaze and pairs it with a slight smile. She's inviting you to make the next move. Think about this. You're at a coffee shop and you notice a woman glancing in your direction. The first time you assume it's coincidental, but then it happens again. This time her eyes linger for a few seconds longer before she looks away. That's no accident. That's her curiosity and interest taking over. Another scenario might be during a conversation. If she's maintaining strong eye contact while you're speaking and her pupils seem slightly dilated, she's deeply engaged. It's not just about the words, it's about the connection she feels now before you. Staring down every woman you meet, remember, prolonged eye contact doesn't mean she's planning your wedding, it's just the beginning. But what happens when her eyes start working overtime to two? She looks at your lips. This is a subtle, yet powerful sign. When a woman's gaze drifts from your eyes to your lips, she's not just being polite or distracted. She's subconsciously contemplating amore, intimate connection. This often happens during a conversation when her interest is heightened. For example, imagine you're talking to her at a party. She's nodding and smiling, and then you catch her eyes briefly dropping to your mouth. It's as if her mind momentarily wanders to what it would feel like to kiss you. It's subtle but unmistakable. Another instance could be during a date. You're sharing a story, and while she's listening intently, her focus shifts to your lips. If she combines this with lightly biting or licking her own lips, she's likely imagining something more. Now here's the twist. If you notice this, don't call her out. The mystery will only heighten the tension and deepen the intrigue. But beware, if she keeps staring at your lips while you're eating, maybe you just have some sauce on your face. A quick napkin check wouldn't hurt. But what if she's not just watching you, but subtly closing the distance? 3 chef finds excuses to touch you. Physical touch is one of the clearest indicators of attraction. A woman who's interested in you will find ways to break the physical barrier in subtle ways. Think about her brushing her hand against yours while reaching for something, or playfully tapping your shoulder during a joke. These are not random, they're intentional gestures to gauge your reaction and create a sense of closeness. For example, you're at a casual gathering, and she lightly places her hand on your arm to emphasize a point, or maybe she straightens your collar or brushes something off your shirt. These are not just acts of courtesy, they're a signal. She feels comfortable in your personal space now. If she's adjusting your tie and you're not wearing one, maybe she's just messing with you. But what if her interest isn't just in touch, but in harmony? Her body language mirrors yours. Mirroring is a powerful subconscious behavior. When a woman mirrors your movements, it's a sign she's building a connection. If you lean forward during a conversation and she does the same, it's her way of saying, I'm on the same wavelength as you. For instance, imagine you're at a coffee shop. You take a sip of your drink, and a moment later she does too, or you cross your legs and she mirrors the action. Shortly after, these subtle cues are her way of synchronizing with you and signaling attraction. It's an unspoken dance that reveals a deeper connection and alignment of interest. But if she starts copying your every move like a mime, maybe ask her if she's rehearsing for a play. What happens when her body language invites you, angles herself toward you? Body positioning is another clear giveaway when a woman is interested. Her body will naturally orient itself toward you. Her feet, shoulders, and even her head will point in your direction, signaling undivided attention. For example, if you're standing in a group and she subtly angles her body toward you, she's prioritizing you over others, or during a one-on-one conversation. If she leans in closer than necessary, she's making an effort to close the physical distance. But if she's leaning in so close that you're sharing oxygen, maybe suggest taking a step back for both your sakes. What happens when she's not just positioning herself but responding to your humor? 6. She laughs at your jokes. Even the bad ones' laughter is one of the most effective tools for building attraction. If she's laughing at your jokes, even the ones you know aren't funny, it's her way of showing she enjoys your company. For example, you make a silly pun about the weather and instead of groaning, she bursts into laughter. Or you share an embarrassing story and she laughs not at you but with you. Her laughter isn't just about humor. It's about creating a shared moment of joy and connection. But if she's laughing hysterically at everything you say, maybe check if there's something in her drink. But what happens when the conversation turns serious? 7. She shares personal details. Opening up about personal experiences is a significant sign of trust and attraction. When a woman feels connected to you, she'll share stories, dreams, or even vulnerabilities that she wouldn't reveal to just anyone. For instance, during a conversation, she might tell you about her childhood, her aspirations, or a challenge she's currently facing. These are not just random tidbits. They're her way of inviting you into her world. This vulnerability is her way of saying, "It rust you," which is a cornerstone of deeper attraction. But what if her words are accompanied by something more direct? 8. She compliments you. Often, compliments are a direct yet subtle way of showing interest, whether she's admiring your outfit, your smile, or even the way you tell stories. These compliments are her way of expressing admiration. For example, she might say, "You have such a great sense of style," or "I love how you always make people feel comfortable." These comments go beyond surface-level observations and hint at genuine appreciation. And if she compliments your cologne multiple times, it's either a hint or she's considering buying it for herself. But what happens when she starts planning for a future that involves you? 9. She plans to spend more time with you. When a woman actively includes you in her future plans, it's a strong sign of interest. She might suggest activities, bring up events you could attend together, or create inside jokes that imply future interactions. For instance, she could say, "We should check out that new restaurant sometime," or "You'd love this movie. We have to watch it together." These are subtle yet deliberate attempts to ensure you remain a part of her life. This shows she's not just attracted to you but also sees you as someone she wants to invest time in. But what if her most revealing sign is one she doesn't even realize she's doing? 10. Her voice changes around you. Studies show that when a woman is attracted to someone, her voice may naturally become softer and more melodic. It's a subconscious way of drawing you in and creating an intimate atmosphere. For example, during a conversation, you might notice her tone becomes gentler and her pace slows down slightly, or she might laugh more lightly and speak in a way that feels warmer and more engaging. So there you have it, 10 strong signs she's physically attracted to you. Which of these have you noticed before? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, but don't stop here. Want to know how to turn that attraction into undeniable chemistry? Check out our next video, 9 ways to get a woman turned on. Try these tonight. Click now. You don't want to miss it. If this video resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Your support helps. YouTuber recommend this content to more men who need to hear this message.